In this video, I'm going to tell you about the one belief that I personally broke to unlock unlimited success in my business. I'm going to show you exactly how I broke it. I'm going to tell you about the story on how I actually got to the point of realizing that I had this faulty belief in my mind. And I'm going to tell you also about the 11 failed businesses I had because this belief wasn't broken. So, first things first, let's go over what this belief actually is. This belief is the expectation. It's really just an expectation on how long it takes to succeed in business. That you could scale so easily to 10K per month within a month. It's so easy to hit six figures. Like, I heard this lie being purported again and again and again. Because of this, I always had this faulty belief that if I was in a certain business for a certain amount of time, like a month or two, and I didn't get a client, the business was the problem. Because I had the expectation that a business should take at most a month or two to actually scale to six figures. Now, I want to tell you an actual legitimate story. And again, I wasn't an idiot when I was launching these businesses. I actually had a business called FameBite. And I'll tell you one thing, I actually scaled that business to a decent amount. But the thing is this, right? Because I wasn't pleased with the results, it was a short form content agency. I actually launched email campaigns that lasted the span of a few days, but they were high frequency email campaigns. A lot of emails went out, and I partnered with a guy doing it. I'm not very technically aware of how emails go out, but cold email is a system that we currently use here in Compass. We spend a lot of money on it. It's one of our biggest assets, I would say. But for FameBite, the thing is, the problem that I faced was that I sent out all these emails. I believe we sent out maybe like 40,000 emails. And the thing is, we scraped all this data. So this is like fresh data. Like, these are all creators. We were partnering with creators on this. And the thing is this, the funny thing is this. We landed our clients, we scaled that business, whatever. I was like, this growth is too stagnant. And this was all within the span of 2-3 months, maybe. Once I actually quit that business, I shut it down. I moved on to the next shiny object, which I believe, I don't actually remember. I mean, I've started marketing agencies, so many drop shipping stores, tried SaaS, white label SaaS, tried so much stuff. I was in some new shiny object. And you know what the problem was? Like, I went back to my email campaign. I kid you not. There were literally 73 replies from creators. I'm telling you, these people had like more than 1 million subscribers. Some of them. A lot of them had like, I think we were targeting between 100K and like some million number. But these were like real creators. Their managers are reaching out to me. They're like, man, I'm so down. Let's collaborate. I'm like, fuck, I shut down the business. The thing is, I didn't realize that we'd actually implemented a follow-up campaign in our emails. And the thing is, the follow-up campaign ended up like launching within like, I don't know why it was set on such a long time frame, but whatever happened, I came back to all of these replies. Actually, if my editor has them, like, he'll put up the replies. Like, some of these replies were crazy. And in that moment, I realized that it's really just a time game. And I'd heard this from people here and there. Like, I'd heard that, a lot of people misunderstand how long it takes, and, getting rich quick is fake. And, I'd heard all these things before, but I'd never actually seen it in action. Then I saw literally right in front of my face that an opportunity that I had quit because I believed that the time frame to validate whether or not it worked had run out. Because that time had run out, I quit that opportunity. I saw it working right in front of my face. All this shows you, in any way, shape, or form, is one thing. It's that our expectations as entrepreneurs for how much we need to get done, in how much time we need to get it done by, are faulty. We have bad expectations. And it's because of this whole course creator world. All of these coaches, all these consultants that promise us crazy results in a small amount of time. And the thing is, I'm not saying it's impossible. I'm not saying at all that it's impossible for you to actually get these results. What I'm saying is that a lot of times it's not the case that these occur. And I'll tell you one thing, even if these results are the ones that you actually encounter, if these results are the ones that maybe you're one of those people who scaled to 10K per month in 30 days with no experience, you are copying somebody's framework. And a lot of times, 30 days is not enough time to understand the game. What I mean by the game is the business. This business, this world is a fucking game. 30 days ain't no time to learn how it fucking works. You can copy somebody, you can follow in somebody's footsteps. You can wear a parachute when you jump out of a fucking plane, but it's a fucking parachute, it's not you. You haven't learned to fly yet. Now, that's a bad analogy because humans can't fly, but who knows? Maybe they can. See, the thing is, once you reset your expectation on how long it actually takes for you to scale, nothing can stop you. I'm telling you, it's not the market, it's not the niche. This is just how the game is built. Like I'm telling you, I know so many people that scale to all these enormous numbers in short amounts of time, you know? Like not 30 days is exceptionally quick. Maybe I've met like one or two, exceptional guru case study testimonial. But I've met so many people that scaled in, relatively short amounts of time to high numbers. And you know what happens? They fucking crash because they don't understand why they were there to begin with. They don't understand why. They don't put their head down. They don't play the game like it's meant to be played. This game, this world, this business marketplace does not reward the people that do not understand the things they do. Because at one point, when everybody starts copying the same framework that you copied to get to where you are, you'll fail. And then maybe you can look for the next fad. Maybe you can look at the next step-by-step framework. Maybe you can look at the next course. But fuck that. You don't need that. You know what you actually fucking need? You need to just stick to one thing, one business. Now, of course, don't make it a stupid business. Don't make it, I service like single mothers that work 3 jobs and, I charge them 20 grand a month to clean their toenails. They don't need their toenails. They don't need their toenails cleaned. They're poor. They have no money to pay you. What, aren't that much for them? Like, of course, unless it's absolutely absurd, I guarantee you can make anything work. If it's a service, if it's a product, whatever the fuck it is, you can make it work if you work on it long enough. But you know what it actually takes to stick to one thing for a long ass time? Guts. Like you actually having the guts, the ability to not bail out, the ability to endure uncertainty, because man, you're uncertain sometimes. Sometimes you see all these people are like, man, I made 10K with this new opportunity. AI marketing agency, blah, 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 blah. You're like, man, I got to go there. I got to fucking do this. And then you go there and then you're like, fuck, man, this is harder than I thought. Oh, another opportunity, white label SaaS, drop shipping, SMMA, and then all of a sudden, faceless content creators, new one I've been hearing about lately. You're in this hamster wheel, business after business after business after business. Where do you end up? Fucking nowhere. You end up in the same place you start. It will always be more worth your time. You will always have a higher return on your time if you learn the fundamentals, if you learn the principles of wealth creation instead of following what somebody else did. Oh, yes, you need to replicate before you iterate, but you need to make sure that while you are copying people, you are understanding the fundamentals. That's the best way to do it. That's, it's the best of both worlds. But if you're not learning the fundamentals, you will be absolutely screwed by the belief that you have that you will achieve success quickly. You won't achieve success quickly. My business did not turn a profit for 8 months. 8 months, no money coming in. Nobody fucking believed in it. People were making fun of me. I actually shared, at one point I stopped sharing the fact that I was opening businesses. I stopped sharing it with my family, I stopped sharing it with my friends because, man, like the businesses wouldn't get anywhere. But this one I said, no, this one I'm going to make last. I want to put on the line the shame of going to them and telling them, oh yeah, no, I'm on this new thing now. I'm a bitch that can't focus. I wanted to put that on the line. And once I put that on the line, for 8 months, they were right. They're like, oh yeah, this is another one of your fads. Oh yeah. But the thing is, they're right until they're not. That's the fucking thing. They're all right. They're right 99% of the times. Oh, you're not going to marry this girl. You're not going to marry this girl. They're right 99%. This business ain't going to work. This until they're fucking not. And when they're not right, guess what happens? That time is when it matters most. It does not matter the other 99.99% of times. The only time it ever matters is when they're wrong. But you got to play the game. Again, I'm lagging. Whew. You got to play the game, but you got to play the game again and again and again. So that one opportunity where they're wrong, completely wrong, as my business partner says, where they're completely wrong arises. But if you have no guts and no accountability to actually wait for that opportunity to come, or better yet, for you to create that opportunity by sticking to one opportunity, by nurturing it, by kindling it as a little ignition, as a little spark, and then turning it into a flame, and then creating a huge fire that will sustain you and hopefully your generations to come. If you lack the accountability to create that fire, forget about it. But if you're one of the people that actually want to create that fire, that are willing to sit the fuck down, work on the one thing that matters most, actually create the opportunity that they desire instead of trying to find it from some other person, instead of trying to copy it off of some other man, they create that opportunity themselves. If you're one of those people, then this is exactly what I want you to do. I want you to, number one, subscribe to this channel because I need more people like you. I want you to like this video. I want you to comment so this reaches more people like you, because the world needs more of you missionaries. Mercenaries never get anywhere. They end up on a guru's testimonial page every once in a while, but the real people that actually deserve the credit are few. They're not loud, they're few. You barely ever meet them. And the thing is, it's rare to meet them, it's even rarer to become them. Ladies and gentlemen, that's the Yap session for today. Hope you enjoyed. Like, subscribe, bell icon, all of that. Really can make sure you visit the link in the bio. The best productivity system, hands down. I'm talking about accountability. How do you actually stick to one business? How? If you want the how, you want the what, and how you actually stick to one business, click on the link in the bio. I promise you it's all there. Validated system that will force you to stick to the business that you're in and force you to focus on the things that matter most.